Afghanistan is often seen through the lens of conflict and foreign intervention, but a quiet transformation is underway. The Taliban, now in power, are launching mega-projects, canals, dams, and even a new city, on a scale unseen in decades. These efforts mark a shift from insurgency to nation-building, as the regime seeks legitimacy through development, not just ideology. With foreign aid gone and sanctions in place, Afghanistan is turning inward, using its own resources to survive and grow. The centerpiece, a massive canal to irrigate arid land, new dams for power and water control, and plans for a modern city near Kabul. These projects are more than infrastructure, they're a bid for economic self-sufficiency and regional influence. By controlling water and trade routes, Afghanistan could gain leverage over neighbors like Uzbekistan and Pakistan. The country's location at Asia's crossroads gives it the potential to become a vital transit hub, especially as China expands its Belt and Road Initiative. Yet, these ambitions could also spark new regional tensions over resources and influence. The world remains wary, withholding recognition and imposing sanctions, but on the ground Afghanistan is changing. The question, are these projects the start of a stable, prosperous Afghanistan, or the seeds of future conflict? The answer will shape not just Afghanistan, but the future of Central and South Asia. The stakes have never been higher. The Kosh-Tepe Canal is the Taliban's boldest project, an enormous waterway diverting the Amu Darya to irrigate 500,000 hectares of northern desert. Built at breakneck speed and funded domestically, it's a symbol of national pride and a break from foreign dependency. But the canal's impact ripples beyond Afghanistan. Downstream countries like Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan fear water shortages, threatening their agriculture and the fragile Aral Sea. The Taliban insist on their sovereign right to use the river, setting the stage for a classic water dispute. While the canal could transform Afghanistan's food security, it risks igniting regional conflict. This is not just an engineering feat, it's a geopolitical gamble. The world is watching to see if Afghanistan's deserts will bloom, or if the project will deepen regional divides. The outcome could redefine Central Asia's future. The Taliban's water strategy extends to a network of new and revived dams, aiming to generate electricity, control floods, and store water for agriculture. The Kamal Khan Dam on the Helmand River, now under Taliban control, gives Afghanistan leverage over Iran, which relies on the river for its arid eastern provinces. Similar projects on the Kunar and Kabul rivers could impact Pakistan's water supply, raising the stakes for regional diplomacy. By controlling upstream resources, Afghanistan is turning water into a tool of foreign policy, forcing neighbors to engage, but also risking confrontation. Iran has already clashed with the Taliban over water, and Pakistan and Uzbekistan are watching closely. These dams are double-edged swords. They promise development but could trigger conflict if not managed carefully. The Taliban's challenge is to balance national needs with regional stability. Success could mean energy independence and economic growth. Failure could isolate Afghanistan further and inflame tensions. The future of these projects will test the Taliban's ability to govern and to negotiate. Water, once a shared resource, is now a source of power and potential peril. Afghanistan's new dams are reshaping both its landscape and its diplomacy. The region's stability may depend on how wisely they are managed. Kabul is bursting at the seams, its infrastructure overwhelmed by decades of conflict and rapid population growth. The Taliban's answer, Kabul New City, a planned metropolis north of the capital, designed for 1.5 million people. This project promises modern infrastructure, green spaces, and a new standard of urban living, if it can attract the billions in foreign investment required. The Taliban are courting partners from China and the Gulf, offering land and incentives to jumpstart construction. For Afghanistan, the new city is a symbol of ambition and a test of the regime's capacity for long-term planning. If successful, it could relieve pressure on old Kabul and signal a new era of governance. But if investment stalls, it risks becoming a ghost city, a monument to failed dreams. Kabul New City is more than concrete and steel. It's a bet on Afghanistan's future. Its fate will reveal whether the Taliban can deliver on their promises of modernization. Afghanistan's geography is both its challenge and its greatest asset. Once the heart of the Silk Road, it sits at the crossroads of Central Asia, South Asia, the Middle East, and China. The Taliban aim to revive this legacy, transforming Afghanistan into a vital transit hub for trade and energy. Their mega projects, canals, dams, and new cities, are designed to secure internal stability and connect Afghanistan to booming regional economies. the key attracting investment especially from China, which sees Afghanistan as a shortcut for its Belt and Road Initiative. The Wakhan corridor could link China directly to Iran, bypassing longer routes and making Afghanistan a strategic linchpin. The Taliban promise security and stability, arguing only they can guarantee safe passage for goods and energy. This newfound order, however repressive, is their main selling point to investors. If they succeed, Afghanistan could become a prosperous crossroads. If not, its geography will remain a barrier, not a bridge. The country's future hinges on whether it can turn its location into lasting opportunity. The Taliban are pushing to integrate Afghanistan into regional trade and energy networks. Extending the China-Pakistan economic corridor into Afghanistan would give Afghan goods access to the sea and create a powerful economic triangle with China and Pakistan. The Trans-Afghan Railway, connecting Uzbekistan to Pakistan, could make Afghanistan a key transit country and generate vital revenue. Energy projects like the Tapi gas pipeline and CASA 1000 electricity line, long stalled by conflict, are now back on the table. The Taliban promise security for these projects, hoping to earn transit fees and power their own cities. These corridors could physically bind Central and South Asia, with Afghanistan at the center. Success would revive the Silk Road in a modern form. Failure would leave Afghanistan isolated and its ambitions unrealized. The world is watching to see if Afghanistan can become a true regional connector. Beneath Afghanistan's soil lies a trillion-dollar trove of minerals: iron, copper, gold, rare earths, and lithium. The Taliban see this wealth as the key to funding their development and achieving economic independence. They're courting foreign investors, especially from China, to unlock these resources. Projects like the Mez-Aynak copper mine and untapped lithium deposits are central to their plans. Mining revenue offers autonomy from foreign aid, but also risks corruption and environmental harm. Deals often lack transparency, raising questions about who will benefit. The challenge: ensure these riches build a sustainable future, not just enrich a few or fuel short-term projects. Afghanistan's mineral wealth could be its engine for growth or its next curse. The Taliban's mega-projects mark Afghanistan's most ambitious nation-building effort in modern history. Canals, dams, and new cities are reshaping the country's landscape and its political future. The regime seeks self-sufficiency and regional influence, but its foundation is fragile, unrecognized, sanctioned, and repressive. Attracting foreign investment is uncertain, and aggressive water policies risk conflict with neighbors. The world faces a dilemma: engage with the Taliban for stability, or isolate them and risk chaos. China, Pakistan, and Central Asian states are choosing pragmatic engagement, hoping for a stable Afghanistan. The stakes are high. Success could make Afghanistan a pivotal regional player. Failure could return it to conflict and isolation. These projects are a race against time. Can Afghanistan build a future before peace unravels or resources run dry? The outcome will shape not just Afghanistan, but the future of Asia. The final chapter is still unwritten.